So me buying a Gibson doesn't make me a better guitar player? I need to practice?
Shh! Don't tell the Gibson fanboys. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us today on SMG Viewers Comments. This is my weekly show where I try and answer your comments and questions to the best of my ability and maybe declare a couple of unpleasant truths along the way. And this week's unpleasant truth is that, yes, buying a super expensive Gibson is not going to automatically make you a better guitar player, nor will it get you any respect from the rest of us. In fact, the only people who give a shit about your guitar are other guitar players, and that's maybe sometimes, no, not really. Anyway, the sponsor for this week's episode is Keeps. That's for all you guys out there who might be balding, that kind of thing. Gonna have some more information on that in a few minutes, because not all of us can have awesome hair like this at the age of 51. Anyway, more on that in a few minutes. Let's get right to it, shall we?
Would love to see some content on electric drum kits. We all know acoustic kits are the creme de la creme, but more and more people are living in apartments and cannot use them due to SJWs who file noise complaints if a cricket farts.
Oh, yeah, I hear you, dude. Cool thing is I did talk to an electric drum brand at NEVE. They're definitely interested in doing something with me. And I do understand a lot of you guys are in situations where you can't make any noise at all, as far as your neighbors are concerned. It's like, yeah, they can mow the lawn and, work with leaf blowers all fucking day. That's fine. But you play one chord on a guitar or hit a drum once and fucking instantly you got the cops at your door. Yeah, not fucking hypocritical at all. Believe me, I sympathize with you guys out there. Now, acoustic drums are definitely where it's at, but I understand that's not an option for some people. So I'm definitely willing to explore a couple different things. My whole thing with electronic drums actually goes back to like 98, 99. I started out with a Tama Techstar kit, and then I had a V-drum kit in the year 2000. I thought, oh, this is going to be great. And then I realized there were some serious limitations to the technology. Now, here we are 22 years later. Hopefully the technology's come a long way. Hopefully it's like amp sims where they've come a long way as well. We started out with a Red Bean, and now we're getting these incredible software VSTs that just have amazing tones to them. My fingers are crossed anyway. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully that's something you guys are going to want to see on the show.
Hey Glenn, what do you think about the new NEVE audio interface? $1,200 seems like the most outrageous price if I've ever heard, but maybe I'm missing something.
Well, I just held the thing at NAMM the other day, and I was talking with the NEVE guys. I think I'm going to do a show on it. You got to remember, that's priced right around what an Apollo Twin is. Maybe that's about $1,000, something like that. It might be a little bit more expensive, but you're getting two actual NEVE preamps in there, and they're transformer coupled. So that's where the expense is. If you like that transformer saturation sound on your mic preamps, might be pretty cool to check out. But you definitely don't have to drop that kind of money if you don't want. It's designed to be the ultimate 2-channel audio interface, and that might be enough for a lot of you guys out there. It remains to be seen. Definitely make sure you subscribe for that one, because I can't wait to check it out.
Hey Glenn, greetings from New Jersey, America's equivalent to Windsor, by the way. Anyway, I heard from a friend a while back that the style of a guitar's finish affects the sound. He said a matte or a satin finish guitar can sound more open and airy than a glossy finish one. Have you heard that? Do you think there's any truth to that? I think it would be a good video.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not sure it'd be a good video because I can cut to the chase right now. Your friend is a gullible moron.
The thing with pedals versus VST effects is that the more VSTs you're running in your DAW, the larger the load you're placing on your CPU. Now, if you have a super fast desktop, this may not be an issue for you. However, if you're a broke-ass dude like me and trying to run everything on a 3-year-old laptop, increased CPU load can lead to some undesirable effects like extreme latency.
Bill, I'm going to take a wild guess that you are a Windows user, and my going to take another wild guess. That's probably because you spent 3 years downloading a lot of porn from various questionable websites that might have left some terminate and stay resident programs in your operating system, because a 3-year-old machine should be able to run a shit ton of VSTs with no problems whatsoever or any kind of latency. So you might want to consider maybe doing a fresh Windows install to clear all that shit out, or going through msconfig and figuring out what's starting up with your system and is eating your CPU cycles. A 3-year-old machine should not be giving you any kind of problems at all. Seriously. Now, I will say this though, if you're concerned about that, get one of these. This is an M1 MacBook Air, absolutely phenomenal. No problems running full mixes on this with no latency. This is really a killer piece of kit. Weighs almost nothing and has like a 14-hour battery. Can't say enough good things about it. What's more is that's the laptop I'm using quite a bit these days, mainly because it's super light and super portable, and it just fucking works. That's the big thing too. You don't have to worry about updates happening in the middle of whatever you're trying to do. You're trying to shut your machine down. You got to spend an extra 20 minutes on it because it's updating or something like that. There's none of that bullshit there. Seriously, take a look. It's cool.
I don't agree with the credit card count. If you ever want a house or a new car or a business loan, you need to establish a credit history. It's true that you shouldn't accumulate credit card debt, but that does not mean you shouldn't get a credit card. Just treat it like a debit card and keep it paid off.
Oh man, who are you kidding? It's not like anybody can afford to buy a house these days. Hey guys, real quick. This episode has been sponsored by Keeps. Now, Keeps is an online subscription service that helps guys like you keep their hair. The sad truth is 2 out of 3 guys will experience hair loss by the time they're 35. And fortunately, that's not me! At least until lately, anyway. But I am noticing it starting to thin a little bit in the front here, so I figure it's about time to do something about it. Now, if you're one of those unlucky bastards who's really losing it, hope is not lost. Keeps is an online subscription service that offers clinically proven, research-backed treatments to stop hair loss and improve hair growth. What's great about it is you get doctor-recommended hair treatment without ever having to visit a doctor's office or a pharmacy, so you can stay home and practice your guitar. Yeah, right, like that's gonna happen. Treatments are delivered straight to your door and typically cost half of what a pharmacy charges. And you get 24/7 support. Each treatment plan comes with an entire year of unlimited messaging with you and your prescribing doctor, so you can get real feedback on your personal situation. Keeps is doing exactly that, helping you keep your hair. If it's already gone and your head is winning awards at your local auto show for most reflective surface, this product might not be for you. But if you're noticing things starting to thin out a bit and you want to try regrowing it, Keeps might be just the ticket. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get 50% off your first order, go to keeps.com/Spectre Sound Studios or click the link in the description below. That's KEEPS.com/Spectre Sound Studios. Now back to the show.
Lost a lot of respect for you when you attacked a commenter's personal YouTube channel. That was a low blow in my opinion. Not everybody is on YouTube for attention, or maybe they're just getting their channel started. Saying his channel sucks was childish and petty, and he obviously got under your skin by saying you're not that great at guitar.
Okay, let's clear something up right here, right now. There is no disclaimer on this show posted anywhere that says I am a public punching bag. This has always been an interactive show, and that means when you comment, I can comment back, and that includes commenting on your publicly accessible YouTube channel. Now, if I'd gone into that guy's Dropbox and shared some files with you, that wouldn't have been cool. But he put his content up on YouTube for public consumption, and that means I'm allowed to comment on it publicly. Duh! Now, the whole thing where there was the guys, oh, you shouldn't be reviewing your guitars, you're not very good at it. So my thing was I went and checked out his YouTube channel. It's like, oh, you shouldn't be commenting on my YouTube channel because obviously you're not very good at it. I didn't say his channel sucked. I just said the fact that his lack of content or applying himself sucked. Something he can improve on. Does that make me evil? Oh, no. And this is the thing. The guy in question didn't complain. We've got somebody else complaining for him. Oh, how dare you. Oh, fuck right off with that shit. I've got no patience for that. Here's the thing, guys. If you don't want people commenting on your stuff publicly, don't put it up publicly. And the other thing to remember is never say anything online that you're not prepared to deal with publicly or be called out on it. So, you know what? I mean, like, I have been making massive improvements in my guitar playing. A lot of you guys have noticed that because I've been putting the time in. My suggestion would be if your YouTube channel isn't happening, put some time into that if that's what you want to do. Don't stop.
You don't have to be a mechanic to know your car is fucked up. You also don't need to be a fucking luthier or a guitar god to know a guitar sucks.
Truth.
So your biggest complaint about Gibson is paint? Do you comprehend an electric guitar can sound amazing without any paint at all, right? This is petty, lol. These guitars you endorse are so great, nobody in music with a name uses them.
Well, Chris Keel, maybe you missed the point there. Maybe I forgot to spell it out in language you could actually understand, like, you know, C spot run, that kind of thing. But my problem with the Gibson guitar was the fact I paid $2,800 for a guitar with a $20 paint job. Yes, my complaint with the guitar was the paint. Because I paid a fucking premium price for it. I expect premium quality. That's not what I got. I got amateur quality as far as paint was concerned. I thought the guitar played fantastic. I thought it felt great. I had no complaints with that at all. Maybe you should have watched the fucking video before shooting your mouth off, but I know that's a lot to ask for. I also think those cheaper Harley Bentons are great because they offer tremendous value for beginner players. This is a concept I've explored on numerous episodes. There's nothing wrong with cheap guitars, and I'm really blown away by the kind of guitar you can get for not a whole lot of money. And I'm also blown away by this guitar, which is about half the price of the Mustaine V and superior, in my opinion. But then again, it sells LTD up here and not Gibson, so I guess it's not good enough, is it?
As far as reviewing guitar goes, the general consensus among YouTubers is the cheaper the better. If that's the rationale, you're more than qualified. Of course, others might have a wider and more sophisticated idea of what makes a guitar good or bad besides it's good for the money, or my personal favorite when comparing the moronic more bang for your buck.
I don't know. I'm under the rationale, does it have good quality control? Did it make it out of the factory without the paint job being fucked up? That's what I'm looking for. I've got no problem with expensive guitars. Here's a 29 fret 7-string Ormsby. Not exactly cheap. Is it awesome? You bet your ass it is. Also, no flaws with the paint. See that? Also, here's a Charbonneau custom I had made back in 2016. This guitar is absolutely brilliant. I love this guitar. I don't play it on the show that much because I don't want to scratch it. I already got a little bit of a ding here, but when I got this guitar, it was absolutely flawless. I absolutely love this guitar. Is it cheap? Of course not. Is it awesome? Yes. Would I recommend this brand to somebody looking for a high quality custom instrument? Yes, of course I would. And that's the thing. I'd rather somebody goes to a small luthier and get something built to their exacting specifications and they know they're going to get a quality instrument rather than it coming down on an overpriced assembly line where somebody doesn't give a fuck. Once again, I apologize for not spelling this out in language you could understand, but I figured you guys would pick up on the underlying theme here, is that I'm trying to look for quality for you guys. I understand you might spend a lot of money on an instrument. You don't like seeing online commenters putting down your preferred brand and whatnot, but I call it like I see it, and I'm not going to gloss over fucking serious flaws in a paint job on a premium quality instrument. It's not going to happen.
This headless red guitar is wonderful. Which brand is it?
This is a GOC guitar from, oh no, China. Oh no, not that. This guitar is a lot of fun. It's super lightweight. It's very ergonomic and lay it flat like this. You can have it in classical position. Yeah, it's cool. I really like this. The original pickups are okay, but I put some DiMarzios in it back in 2020, and those are fantastic. My big gripe with this guitar are the tuners. They're very hard to adjust. I certainly hope they upgrade the hardware there because it really fucking needs it. Other than that, it's a very fun guitar. I think I got to tweak the neck just a little bit. The action's just a tiny bit high for my taste. And I really overdue for a full review of this. What can I say? 2020 really fucked a lot of shit up for me, having to go back and forth between LA, and I had a lot of guitars that were sitting there that I never got around to do full reviews on and that kind of thing. This would be one of them. Let me just say this. It's not a current model, but it's not bad. As long as you don't mind taking a screwdriver to adjust your tuning pegs, it might be okay. But that, like I said, I've got a serious problem with that. So there is that. Watch for a full review coming up.
Oh, look at that! Another YouTuber shilling for their Harley Benton daddy.
Oh, look, another YouTube commenter trying to sound intelligent.
Is it possible to get a good drum recording with only dynamic mics like the SM57s or Samson M10s?
Yeah, I would recommend that. Sure, why not? I'd also say the Lewitt 340 TTs for the toms are like $99. Those are absolutely phenomenal tom mics. I would definitely grab those over 57s for toms because they're basically priced the same way. Kick drum, you might have a little bit of trouble with. Maybe you could use a low-end frequency generator to run alongside your 57 on the kick to give it a bit more bottom end. That'd probably work. The only concern would be overheads. I'd still want to go with some condensers. Great thing is you don't have to spend a lot of money on condensers. The Lewitt 240s make phenomenal overheads, and they're like $150, something like that. So maybe spend just a tiny bit more money and get some better results with your mic choices, and you'll do just absolutely fine. I think that's the video I need to make at some point. It's like, the not so quite high priced drum miking option or something like that. That might be a fun video to do. I'll put that in the pipe. Maybe I can get around to that at some point.
Hey Glenn, greetings from Ukraine. I have a question. What to do if I can't come up with new ideas for songs? Have you ever faced a problem like that? Do you know how other bands overcome it? I know it's not a question about mixing and recording, but I just want to hear your opinion.
Dude, you're in Ukraine and you can't come up with a theme for a song? Really? How about your personal experience and your feelings towards it over the last year? That would be where I would start. Just a thought.
Made in China crap.
Just like your cell phone you used to type in that comment.
Hey Glenn, we met at the show, big guy with a big hat on Sunday. I was asking for a little help with signal flow and other newbie studio stuff. You said to check out something called Discourse or Viewer Discourse. Please remind me what you were talking about. Great episode. Love the thinly veiled guitar snob. Very clever.
Hey dude, thanks for coming to say hi. I know that's half the reason I go to those shows is so I can meet you guys, AES, that kind of thing. I'm going to be at Studio Scene in Mannheim as well as Guitar Summit, so if you're going to those events in Germany, and you see me, come say hi. That's what I'm there for. As for your question, what I was saying was the Discord, the SMG Discord. There's a really great crew of people in there who are all dedicated to helping each other out. I've got some links for that in the video description. Come hang out, come say hi, just don't be a dick, and we'll get along absolutely fine. All right, that's it for this episode. Just want to say thanks so much to Keeps for sponsoring. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you guys will keep updated on all the new cool stuff coming on the show in the very near future. Once again, thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks for subscribing, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, just remember, it's not about the instrument you buy. It's about what you write with it or how you play it. That really matters.